Okay, today video, it's the main video from all those 3 videos I'm making today. It's going to be what is Mandela effect. I already made this video in the very beginning, but it's really hard to get to it. So, and plus I'm very tired of those schizophrenical fools, the ones who telling you that there is multiple dimensions, but we have a free will and we can pick a dimension, but we can actually fix this universe and change it. Those fools who after 4 years still saying they don't know what is Mandela effect is and stuff like that. Those who believe in spiritual guidance from somewhere. So I'm just sick and tired of all those fools. Their presence is completely unnecessary, and we're kind of dragging them together with us just because we watching their videos, and just don't give them any energy. They're not worth it. They do not exist.
Could you draw us a picture?
They do not exist outside of this place. Okay, let's start from this one.
Could you draw us a picture of what 7 looks like?
Oh yeah.
7 is a person who is actually shaped like a number. I think 7's got a lot to do with it today, because 7 likes to tell everybody that there's nobody that lives in Brianna's head. I have been stabbed with forks, tomato steaks. 7 will sit there and punch you dead in the face and then swear up and down, screaming for hours, "I didn't touch you, you're a liar." Who's the one that throws chairs at mommy and stabs mommy and beats mommy up all the time? Izzy.
But that was like earlier.
Yeah, that was a while ago, the last time Izzy was that mean. They don't really believe that 7 or Izzy or any of them are hallucinations. They believe these are people that Brianna actually becomes. Brianna's dug her own skin up because the spiders were crawling on it. She won't sleep for days because the rats are crawling on the floor. Nicole, I need you to bring me her shirt, please, baby.
Sometimes I'm really scared of.
This girl is a schizophrenic, and she's 6.5 years old, so she's not trained to lie about what she actually sees and what she experiences yet. So, what a lucky child. She able actually differentiate and see those entities who are projecting their thoughts into her body. Majority of people of Earth, they lost this ability. They even I would consider they even in a worse condition than this little girl, because they think all those entities who are temporarily possessing their bodies is them. So that's make them even more fools than this little girl. This little girl is actually able to see the second dimension. There is only 2 dimensions in this universe. One is physical dimension, where you and me seeing each other and have physical bodies, and there is non-physical dimension, and she's able to see all those entities, and she's able to describe them and tell what they do and how they act and how they look. You can actually also see those entities if you die or take DMT. You're also gonna be able to see all those entities. So who is having disadvantage, this little girl or all those people who thinks that inner voice in your head is actually you? If you only one entity, you do not need inner voice or inner conversation. You're just simply going to be in a know. This place was designed where your body is just like radio, and your mind is actually supposed to be projecting yourself into this body and play out in this physical reality. It's supposed to be like you as a radio supposed to be tuned in only to one radio station and one only, and it's supposed to be played by you. Majority people of earth is just like this radio, where is multiple, countless radio station playing out here, and this radio start thinking that it's this body is thinking it's all them. So all those people who transmitting from multiple stations, they pretty much lost souls, or light who will be never gonna be able to escape this black hole of this toroidal holographic reality. But let's talk about those who were able to tune in to one correct radio station and one only. The one who become the center of the wheel, the one who opposed to becoming the absolute, the end goal and refuge. That's the end goal, the center of this Ezekiel wheel. That's where you're supposed to be. That's the people who are able to achieve that. They are the one who have transcended. They are unmoved mover, the axle of this universe. That's the people who actually experiencing Mandela effect, and not the fake Mandela affected people, the one who able to cheat this reality, and the one who tune into those entities who telling them what to do, what to see. Like, there is some channels where is people perfectly naming almost all Mandela effects, and those bodies just like that radio which been tuned into this non-physical reality, and it's been told to them what to tell. So it's just like they're not real. There is a lot of fake Mandela affected people, and that's the ones what I'm extremely tired to see and to hear and to experience. Okay. There are only two dimensions, one of the creating space and volume, and one is counter space and pure energy. All life flourishes on the plane of inertia. Okay, let's talk about those physical and non-physical dimensions. This holographic universe, the very small part and the very big part of this universe pretty much looks like this. This is like magnetic energy field. This apple energy field. The hologram itself is played out over here in the middle. All those slices of paper, that's where the holographic reality is actually appears from that field. you actually exist over here as your avatar, and that's why Earth is actually looks sort of flat, because it's a plane. And you also exist sort of inside of this place too, because when you fall asleep, that's where you're going, and that's where all the possibilities is playing out. That's where you been tried and stretch out what kind of things you can do and how you can be used. And that's the also dimension, the second dimension, where is this little girl see all those entities like spiders, Easy and Seven, and they the one who is actually in control of this reality right now, the physical reality. That's just a view from the top. Majority of people is actually sort of uncentered, so they're not in the center of this thing anymore, so they pretty much jumping from this dimension to this dimension, from this to this, but they do not exist outside of this apple, because that's closed up system, and the only exit from this system is actually through the center and out, like all of that space over here. That's gonna be outside. Like if you stick this hourglass figure exactly over here, that's the outside part of that system. That's where real Mandela affected people actually existing. There is also fake Mandela affected people, don't forget about them, but they don't matter. So when you become the axle of this universe, you actually in exact center over here. And every possibility of physical, you're able to experience all the possibilities with they playing out in front of you with all those changes, like whatever Mandela effects, that's the stuff what you remember, because you actually, oh my god, it's so they trying to shut me out. Okay, I'll still gonna be able to focus, I guess. Let's go listen to this one first.
Okay, what is Mandela effect? Mandela effect, when you're able to see creation of these holographic realities, and you remember the previous realities. That means you are becoming immortal. You are unmoved mover. You are exist outside of this place. That's how you're able to witness existing of many possibilities of this physical reality playing out with you in it.
that's pretty much was short description what Mandela effect is. And as I already said, like from this physical reality point, you have to be exactly at the center of this plane, and you have to be centered so well. You cannot move right or left because you're gonna be magnetized to this reality again. So you have to, first of all, you have to reject this reality, and you also have to know that you are not your body. You are not this character avatar what been playing over here. You have to know and remember that you limitless and you exist outside of this structure, and just let it go. And this thing is actually over here represent, like if you center yourself perfectly right over here, that's the stuff from inside of this thing. That's actually, that's, if you imagine ether, that's what it is. You are part of the ether. So if you center yourself perfectly right here, you're gonna be pulled out back home. And while you're flying from over here, which is like right over here on this physical plane, if you center yourself perfectly, it's gonna be no more gravity, no magnetism in there, like perfect calm, perfect bliss. And plus when you flying out, you're gonna be expanding also. It's the feeling like you become everything else but this awful universe. So I hope that explains it, what Mandela effect is. And let's stop dragging all those people who are lost here, who are not at the center anymore, and who is not able to remember who they are, and don't want to remember who they are. Those who don't want to know what Mandela effect is and stuff like that. Just let's just leave them behind. We don't need those fools, because there is no such a thing as a stupid immortal. There is only wise people become immortals. Thank you so much for watching this video, and till the next time.